Good morning, everybody. John Pal Martin the Metalhead here. Just arrived in my 110th country of St. Kitts and Nevis. Yes, you gotta say St. Kitts and Nevis. You can't have the Saint without the Kitts or without the Nevis. So 110th. This is my 11th new nation this year, and actually my 21st nation in total I visited this year. So I just took out 200 East Caribbean dollars, which stupidly gave me two $100 bills. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna break this, but I got plenty of US dollars. But it's just that locals kind of, they can take both currencies. It's like if you pay in US dollars, you get your money back in East Caribbean dollars. But I really want to have some like leftover East Caribbean dollars to give to my niece and nephew in Australia and my cousins in New Zealand. So I'm here for 3 days in total to celebrate my 39th birthday. There's no point in taking a taxi because they're like $15. I remember when Drew Benson came here a couple of years ago, they asked him to pay $15 and he thought, I'll walk it. I'm walking it today, but it's just so hot. I mean, these pants, they make me feel hot now, even though I've got my usual underwear on. Yeah, so it's quite an anniversary today because 5 years ago, I arrived in Cayenne in French Guiana. It was the first time I went to South America, and I also went to Suriname and Guyana, which is part of the Caribbean community. And so now I've been to 5 Caribbean nations, like 2 in the Caribbean Ocean, Antigua and St. Kitts, and as well as Guyana, Suriname, and Belize. Next year, I plan to take on a lot of the islands, but I'm only here for a couple of days, so I can only squeeze in, you know, a few days in St. Kitts and maybe 15 hours in Antigua. Yeah, so I just spent $100 at the airport, staying at a hotel nearby with free transfers, which is £60 in my currency. So it's cost me $220 to fly here from Antigua for 3 days. Yep. You know that right? No, it's all right. I'm healthy. I'm walking. Yeah, nice people trying to give me a ride, but it's cool. Yeah, so it cost me $220 to fly here and back from Antigua. Small plane, 25-minute flight. There's no cheap airlines here in the Caribbean, so you're roughly going to be paying like maybe $125 a flight for even 25 minutes. So, yeah. And then I've paid about £45 a night for a room at a guest house in town. So I'm walking to it now, and it's going to be quite an interesting experience. So I've just left behind the airport. And the nice thing I see is that there are a lot of things to say that Taiwan is spending a lot of decent money here in St. Kitts and Nevis. So here we go.